Would it be one of the Thompson brothers? And in fact, it is one of the Thompson brothers, Amen Thompson from Overtime Elite, who is an elite athlete, explosive playmaking ability, also a gifted passer. Adam, you've known about this guy for quite some time. What have you seen from him? What is your evaluation of him as a player, and then the grade here for Houston?
Well, he is a top 1% athlete in the NBA tomorrow, as soon as he gets to Houston. I mean, we are talking about 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan. He's got extreme pace off the dribble. He is a violent leaper, as you see right there. He's got the frame to continue to add muscle. The thing he doesn't have is a jumper. He's a very good passer, so even though he's built like a wing, he's probably going to have the ball in his hands and be used as a primary creator. So that's why, to me, this is kind of the beginning of the second tier, because his floor, so to speak, or the worst-case scenarios, are a little lower than they are for Scoot. But I still think this was absolutely the right play for Houston. Adds him to a talented young core with Jabari Smith, Jalen Green, and so many others. So given the options that were on the board, I think this was the right play. I give him an A. Give him an A.
Okay. This is a very young team in Houston with a new head coach in Ime Udoka. I mean, there are 3 juniors on this team. Kevin Porter Jr., Kenny Martin Jr., Jabari Smith Jr., who was drafted 3rd overall last year, and now this year it is Amen Thompson, 3rd overall, headed to Houston. This team has certainly some intrigue. But when you're looking, if you're a Houston Rockets fan, what do you think you're getting from Amen Thompson?
You're getting another player that can make your team more exciting to watch. And I'm speaking here from, again, I'm going to just draw from some conversations I had earlier this week with people at the NBA level, just checking in on expectations. Amen Thompson was the favorite to kind of go here at Houston. Is he a player playing alongside Jalen Green that is going to impact winning in a significant way? Or will we look back, not even next year, will we look up in 2 years and still see the Rockets kind of toiling in this pick 1 through 5 territory? We'll see. Has huge boom potential, but the shot's not there. They got to wait and see on that. Not a surprise to see him go to 4. Draft really feels like he'll start at 5 in terms of no one really knowing what's going to happen there.
He and his identical brother Asar share the same middle name, XLNC, pronounced excellence. Excellence. You know who else is going to grace us with his excellence? Kyle Boone, our lead NBA draft analyst. Quite the segue, Kyle. So you gotta deliver here, my friend. Amen Thompson going to Houston. Your reaction, because you've had this guy pegged there.
Yeah, it was long believed, right, that the Houston Rockets were targeting Amen Thompson. And indeed, they did select him. I think he's the best athlete in this draft class. I think he's the best passer in this draft class. And I will echo what Matt Norlander said here, which I think he's one of the best boomer bust candidates in this class. If he hits, I think he can be a superstar. The shot is undeniably the swing skill for him. The passing is there. The vision is there. The athleticism is there. There's a little bit of a shoulder dip kind of in his shot. His shooting numbers didn't exactly bear out very well, especially playing in Overtime Elite last season and the season before that. But no doubt this is a huge swing for the Houston Rockets, adding to their young core. Amen Thompson, an elite athlete, a really good playmaker, someone who I think they can build around long-term in Houston.
So, Adam, going off of what Kyle said here, explain really the level of talent when you go from G League Ignite to Overtime Elite. What is the big difference for people that are unfamiliar with that sort of level of play?
Do you want to go play pickup outside, and then we'll go? It's vastly different, and not just from a talent level standpoint, not just from a physicality standpoint, but from a pace standpoint. In Overtime Elite, the Thompsons were far and away the most talented players there, so they were able to dictate tempo. And it was an open floor dunk fest oftentimes. It's not the way the NBA game is played. And when you have struggles shooting the basketball, those come to the forefront in a half-court game. And the NBA is played in the half court. So this is going to be a harder transition potentially for the Thompsons than it is for anybody else. And let's be clear, that's not a knock on the Overtime Elite training program. That's just a reality of what happens when you're playing against kids who are 17, 18 years old without the organization or the stakes necessarily of college basketball.
So our first 4 picks, a player from France, Alabama, G League Ignite, and Overtime Elite. The diversity is very interesting here as we head through the 2023 NBA Draft.